Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the unboxing of Samsung On7 Prime. So this is how the box looks. On the front we have the phone's name and the phone's image. On the right side we have the pricing, model number, box contents and the phone's manufacturing month, that's January 2018. At the top and bottom we have some more specs like IMEI number and so on. On the back we have some highlighting features like the Samsung Mall, camera specs and other specifications. At the bottom, it also has a Make for India logo. Now let's start with the unboxing. This phone is sold online exclusively on Amazon.in and Samsung's online store in two variants. Base variant starts at 13,000 rupees for 3GB RAM and 32GB of internal storage, and the next variant is priced at 15,000 rupees for 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. It is available in two colors, gold and black, and has a black color variant with 3GB of RAM. Now that the box is open, at the top we have the phone with a plastic wrapping, which we'll come back to later. Next we have the SIM card ejector and some documentation, a quick start guide, SAR value, regional log guide and warranty card. Next we have the power adapter with a maximum output of 5 volts at 1.5 amps, and that's followed by a regular micro USB charging cable. Now coming back to the phone, it comes with a screen guard pre-applied, but it had a lot of air bubbles, so I chose to remove it completely. Now let's have a physical overview and then check out the specs. On the back, it has a metallic strip at the center with plastic strips at the top and bottom for antennas, just like the Redmi Note 4. At the center, it has a 13 megapixel rear camera, followed by a single LED flash and the Samsung branding. On the front, it has a 5.5-inch TFT display with Full HD resolution, protected by a 2.5D curved glass. We don't know if it's a Corning Gorilla Glass or not. Above the display, it has a front-facing camera, earpiece, proximity sensor, followed by the Samsung branding once again. Below the display, it has a touch capacitor buttons that are not backlit, with a physical home button that also acts like a fingerprint scanner. On the right side, we have the mono speaker grill and the power button. On the left side, it has a volume rocker, along with two SIM card trays housing two nano SIM slots and a hybrid SIM slot. At the bottom, we have the audio jack, micro USB charging port and a microphone hole. At the top, it is completely plain. Now coming to the rest of the specs, it has a 1.6 GHz Exynos 7870 octa-core processor and comes in two variants with 3GB or 4GB of RAM with 32 or 64GB of internal storage. It has a 13 megapixel front-facing camera with f1.9 aperture and a 13 megapixel rear-facing camera with the same f1.9 aperture. And under the hood, it has a non-removable 3300 mAh battery. Now it supports 4 LTE, so you can use Jio without any problems on this phone. Now coming to the sensors, it has accelerometer, fingerprint scanner, proximity sensor, LED notification light. It is missing ambient sensor, so there is no auto brightness. There is no gyroscope, so we can't watch YouTube 360-degree videos, and this phone doesn't even have a compass. Now all this as a single phone has a thickness of 8 mm and weighs 170 grams. This phone is currently running Samsung Experience version 8.5 based on Android 7.1.1, and out of the 32GB of storage, you get about 24GB of free space for your user apps and user data. And out of the 3GB of RAM, you get around 1.6GB of free RAM right out of the box. Now this is how the camera interface looks like. We can access the modes by swiping left and FX by swiping right side, and we can swipe the shutter button to zoom in and zoom out, just like the Samsung flagships, Samsung S8 and the Note 8. These are some sample pictures. We have a wide angle camera on the front and rear, and pictures look pretty good. We have to compare it with other phones to see how good they actually are. Now coming to my initial impressions, as of now, right out of the box, phone feels responsive, but we have to see how it performs after a few days. By the way guys, it comes with a lot of junk. Not specifically bloatware, but a lot of useless features that will slow down your phone later. Anyway, that's what I think. I hope it doesn't slow down the phone. Now because of the back metallic panel, phone feels very slippery and it does attract some smudges. For a phone with 5.5-inch display and just 3300 mAh battery, phone feels quite heavy in hand, and with a case, it might be over 200 grams. Now the fingerprint scanner on this phone is slow and it's not accurate. It's an active fingerprint scanner, so you don't have to wake your phone to unlock the phone, but it works like 3 out of 5 times and it's very annoying. Speaker is loud, but it lacks quality, and the positioning itself makes it look quite odd. This phone comes with a vibration motor, and so far I couldn't find any option to enable haptic feedback for the capacitor buttons. So far the only good thing about this phone is the presence of a dedicated SD card slot and some decent cameras. Rest are all pretty average. So unless you're a hardcore Samsung fan, I don't see any reason in buying this phone. So guys, let me know what's your reason to buy this phone or not buy this phone by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It really helps the channel, and if you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech and we will try to make it as soon as possible. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos on tech. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.